Welcome, one and all, to our service of worship today, at the beginning of the month of March. It is our second Sunday of Lent, and it is a Sunday where we will also celebrate communion together. So it's good to have you all join together with us, and for those that aren't able to be here, we'll be holding them in our prayers as well. As we begin, we first acknowledge, do the land acknowledgement as we gather here in this place in Tsawwassen. So if you will read these words along with me. Honoring the process of truth and reconciliation, and seeking to be a church that does recognize the pressing need for the ministry of reconciliation. We name that Tsawwassen United Church is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Coast Salish Indigenous peoples and the treaty territory of the Tsawwassen First Nation. The United Church of Canada acknowledges the territory's significance for the Indigenous peoples who lived and continue to live in this territory. So there are some announcements and awarenesses for us in the life of our church. And Gail has come over, so I'm going to get her to start right off with that, okay?
Good morning, everybody. A couple months ago, Mary Semmel asked Jan McClure and myself to do a run through in the whole church and all the cupboards and closets and rooms and take inventory of what we have there. And in doing so, we've come across many, many items that are no longer useful to us or needed in the church. So we need to get rid of these, and in order to get rid of these, we decided that we would have a garage sale. And I've had a few questions about why we chose the weekend that we did, but there was reasons behind it. We've chosen April 8th, which is the Easter long weekend. And the reason we needed that weekend is the daycare is closed on the Friday, and we need that day to collect things from behind the cross here and from all over the church and to get them into the hall and set it up for the garage sale for the next day. And that is the next week is the week of spring cleanup. So anything that isn't going to be sold or isn't sold at the garage sale, we put it out on the street for the spring cleanup. So that was the thoughts behind it, having them on the Easter weekend. I know it's a holiday, but it's just the way it's going to have to be. There will be advertising on the various media outlets with pictures of some of the items to encourage the public to come. And one of the things that we ask is please, please do not bring anything from outside the church to this garage sale. It is only to get rid of things that are in the church. And while I'm talking about that is that I'm also asking that please don't bring things to the church to think that we can use them or leave them here for us to deal with them, because we don't have the room and we're trying to declutter. And the other thing that we really, really do need is we need some very able-bodied people to help on the Friday to unload the areas of the church, and also on the day of the garage sale after to take what's left out to the street. So please talk to your sons, daughters, or your grandchildren that are able, and please let Jan or myself know if you can help out. So that's all about what's coming up. April 8th is the garage sale. And a nice note that I would like to acknowledge that Dan's birthday is tomorrow, so
also had a birthday just on Thursday, so lots of groupings together. So. Stop with that. few other notes, just of awareness. This is not the official call for it, but I'm naming so you can be aware that the AGM is being prepared for, and the board has set the date for March 26th, Sunday, following the service as we usually have it. This year I expect, we haven't actually determined this, but I expect it will be in person fully. Last couple of years we did it with Zoom as well, but there's not a real pressing need for that at the moment. But just awareness so that people who need to finish reports and get them sent in so that we can put the annual report together. We need that to happen within this next week. So I'm naming it on that purpose, and we will name the official call of it probably next Sunday. The other thing that we want to be aware of here in the month of March is the last Sunday. That's going to be a very full Sunday with the AGM, but it's also going to be the Sunday that we have a Jazz Vesper service following in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. And we're going to have the pleasure and the joy of welcoming Ron and a couple of his musician friends. You've met them before, to come and give the music leadership in that Jazz Vesper service. So start spreading the word, invite people as far and wide as you can, and we'll enjoy seeing that Jazz Vespers time revived on a monthly basis going forward. The Lenten Bible study is happening. It's a Bible book study. It's based on scriptures and a daily reflection. It's been a wonderful beginning the last 2 Wednesdays, and we continue to open that for anybody who would like to be involved. We are doing it in person. If you need to be online, we have the access to do that as well. So just let us know. Lori is out of the office for the month of March. But we have Diane, who is going to be in the office on the on the Thursday and Friday from 11 till 1 o'clock in the office to receive any calls or needs of response from the office in the church here. So those are the things for us to be aware of at the moment. If there are other things, please come and let me know so that we can announce them and make sure people are ready and aware. So let us enter into our worship in our time together as Ron brings the prelude for us. Let's join in our responsive call to worship. Into life's challenges and questions comes the mystery of God. In our routines and rituals walks the presence of Christ. In our traditions and conclusions blows the wind of the Spirit. We gather in Jesus' name to encounter God's grace and glory. Let us lift our voice in song in our first hymn, number 61, Of the Father's Love Begotten.
See
coming Easter, we lift up the cross.